So you got yourself a Blue Max that won't run. Already replaced the spark plug or checked on that. Got good spark. And maybe you noticed the fuel filter is broken or not working inside there. That's what's going on with this one. So make this quick. Alright, took out the spark plug, took off the screws. There's screws here, there. Sorry it's dark, but anyways, you get the point. Just a few screws. One tricky one was this one. Not really tricky, you just needed a one of these for. Otherwise, I got by with a flathead on the rest of it. And then just kind of jiggle the carburetor loose. This thing's super dirty. Might be part of the problem. Though, little hook points right there. I just connect in. Two right there. No big deal. But the hose, this was my problem right here. I noticed in the fuel tank it was broken off too. Tried cleaning it out, and I can blow through it, and I can see through it. Right down here. Pretty sure this is where it connects to my flashlight. So that little hole down there next to where I'm sitting, the fuel line. Try to show it all later. Right here, this is where it goes into the fuel tank. So way down there, I can see the fuel. I probably can't get it on camera, but just looking down there just right, I can see it. And I stuck a screwdriver down there to make sure it was clean. Just use the Phillips screwdriver. And anyways, I'm just gonna find a hose to fit the gap and see if I can just make it work from there. We'll see. I'll show it from there. And so I'm just trying to find some hose that's this size. So I grabbed a few hoses, and probably might even try this one here. And all this stuff just kind of came right apart. There is 2 screws holding the carburetor on. These long ones. They were like right here, and they were just right there. You can see it once you get the cover off. And just disconnect the 2 hoses, this one and then the one that's broken. I'll show it going back together too. There's at least one other video that shows this kind of stuff out there, but not maybe the fuel line fix part. So that's why I'm making this. Okay, so I shoved some some hose in there, and it's going to the fuel tank. I can smell it. I'll just try to show you a little bit. I don't know if you saw the fuel go up in there, but I seen it, so I can see it right there. Actually, that little line. So I think this is probably going to be it, because it sure wasn't going to work without gas. And if you're like me thinking, where the heck do I put this piece? And you're like fiddling around with it, you can look at the lid, and this spot right here is where it sits into. So you can kind of have an idea where that piece goes. So this piece, this little hole, goes over this right here. So the two hoses are connected, that one, and then the fuel line we just added, because the other one was broke, and reconnected this one, and there's another one. It's kind of self-explanatory though. One thing I'm seeing I'm going to have to do differently is just run this underneath right here so everything closes back up right. First time doing this. Also, to help get the hose end to fit, I took a lighter to screwdriver and shoved it in the end of it a little bit to kind of ream it so it will fit. Okay, seems to fit on nice. Time to add the spark plug and looked at it. Looks good. Good gap. And put all these screws back in. I'm gonna be pretty excited if this fixes it though, because I've been cranking on this thing like an idiot for a few days. It kind of teases me like, oh, it might start. Put starter fluid in it and stuff, and then that's when I kind of noticed the fuel filter was broken in there. And then I was like, well, maybe it's plugged up with the little chunks of plastic. So I tried cleaning it out, took a vacuum cleaner, try to do dumb things like that. Didn't really need to do that. Pretty sure this was the problem right here. And this was pretty easy to do. This is my first time taking this apart like this. I was getting ready to buy a new saw actually, just because I was getting so tired of messing with it. So, I mean, in hindsight, it's pretty obvious that if it's not getting fuel, well, that's going to probably be your problem or one to really look into. So, pretty sure this is going to be starting here. I'm going to try to get it started here in just a moment.